tell me a little bit about your business. So you started the brokerage in 2002, correct?
2003.
2003. Okay.
2003 we started, and it was basically that we moved to Michigan and needed to buy our own health insurance, and no one could help us understand it, and they would give us a price that was high and a brochure and say, you want it or not? Which plan do you want? And we had questions, and they just said, well, just read the brochure. So we were really struggling to figure it out and found someone from the National Association of the Self-Employed and thought, oh, this is perfect. That's what we're going to do, but we don't know what we're going to do yet. And he ended up recruiting Dennis to go work that channel. And so that's how we got started. How we have found we could grow is if the economy's not good, maybe we're writing more individual. If the economy's good, we're writing more group. We started just as individual health. Then we added life. Then we added group. Then we added, and so it just kind of evolved and morphed because we needed a bigger market.
Yeah. And, that's something that I've noticed about the two of you over the years is that you're always, well, for one, you're very strategic. And you're looking for ways that you can meet the needs of the market and how, maybe you need to make a change here, a change there, at one point focusing on Social Security and helping people strategize there. And I believe that you still do that as one of your specialties. So why don't you tell me a little bit about, so being in business so long, things happen where, maybe we make a mistake and need to learn from it, or it's something like today that is just completely out of our control. What are the ways that you have over the years handled or approached those situations when they come up? And it looks like, it's a disaster.
Well, that's the way we felt about Obamacare.
Right.
When that was first passed, I just cried because I had no idea what was going to happen, because out of the 15,000 pages, the word agent wasn't mentioned once. So we were very freaked out in 2010 when that passed because we thought, we're done for. Here we've spent 7 years building up this income and building a business and our lives are finally getting slightly easier after all this investment. And now, it's going to be gone because of the president and what he did. I mean, out of all different factors that come in that affect a business, it was the president himself that said, no, thank you. We don't need your services anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really, really tough, and we had some difficult decisions to make. I thought, do I just go back and get my master's and then find a job somewhere? Do I just keep going and then not wonder why I have no income when 2014 happens? And then we just thought, you know what? A lot of agents are bailing out. Let's just hang in there and see what happens. It's what we do. It's a decent enough size that if we cut all our expenses down as much as possible, we can weather this storm and see what happens. So that's what we did. We sold our home and we had a second home that was smaller. We moved to that. We downsized everything we could. At the fall of 2014 when we said, we just need to do this. And I'm sorry, that was fall of 2013 because it started in 2014. And then we just saw our business flourish because most agents quit and people were more confused than ever and thought they need an agent more than ever. And it was a really, really hard enrollment season because healthcare.gov was broke and it was hard to get everything done, but we did, and we grew significantly that year and really became a valued partner, a consultant for the businesses that we help and the individuals we help, that they're a very loyal bunch because they just want it handled, and that works well for us.
And it's interesting that you mentioned cutting expenses because that's something that I keep hearing from the people that I'm talking to. But not only that, you made significant sacrifices. And I think that is something that is characteristic of entrepreneurs that have longevity, is that they are willing to make those sacrifices when necessary to keep it going. So can you tell me about, right now in the midst of the coronavirus crisis, in your field, being an insurance agent, licensed insurance agent, what are things that people need to know?
It's really a great time to buy life insurance. And I know that people are thinking, oh, I have to cut costs. But they're finally getting to the bottom of the list of things that they know they need to do and should do. And they can't do exams right now. So it's a very painless process to get life insurance. Everything is cloud-based underwriting. So no needles, no home visit, nothing. They're basically looking at your health history, what you put on your application, pharmaceutical records, motor vehicle records, things like that, and making a decision. And it's remarkably accurate. So that's been popular amongst the people who have an interest in life insurance is, hey, sure, if I can avoid that visiting nurse and the fluids that I have to give, that's a great thing.
Well, that's good for everyone to know. With regards to life insurance, what's a good age to buy life insurance?
Well, I had someone ask that, and I was thinking about that, and my mom actually bought a policy when she was, I think 73 is when she bought her policy. And the reason she bought it at that age is she was still in preferred health, and she wanted the living benefits it could offer her for nursing home coverage, which is something that she's actually using right now as she's in a nursing home at age 80. So it was far more affordable to leverage the benefits of life insurance as living benefits than it was to buy long-term care and maybe use it, maybe not. So I can't say that there's a bad age to buy life insurance. It just depends on what your objectives for it are.
Right. Well, that's what I love about you and Dennis, is that, you're very strategic, and that you give great advice and consultation. And I, know from experience of working with you that you really care about the people that you serve, and you're looking to find them, because you are independent, you're looking to find them the best product to serve them in their situations. So if people want to find you and talk to you about health insurance, life insurance, how do they find you?
Our website is www.GLIbrokers.com, and that stands for Great Lakes Insurance Brokers. So they don't need to put in much private info at all, and it doesn't go to anyone but me. But it'll pop right up on the screen and instantly and say, hey, Lincoln Benefit, which is doing accelerated underwriting right now, has a phenomenal product. I'm 53, I'm standard health, I can get $250,000 for $66 a month. And maybe that's fine for me. Maybe it's something that I want to scale back on or expand a little bit. Maybe I want a 20-year instead of a 10-year. And there's a lot there that can be beneficial to people, because pretty much anywhere you go on the internet, you have to give your name and phone number and email and have people call you and badger you, and we're not like that.
Great. If someone does not live in Michigan and is watching this video, are there other states that you service?
Oh, yes. I'm licensed in about 8 different states. I can be licensed anywhere within a matter of a few days, typically. And the quoting engine I have shows all 50 states. So if they are, I can definitely help them, and I just take it on a case-by-case scenario. I have a book of business in Texas and Kansas, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, so Arizona. So I've got several different states based on clients moving around and inquiries.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Jeanine. I really appreciate it. I think that you have a lot to offer to people who maybe not have been in business that long and really have a lot of fear and anxiety right now. Thank you for sharing your thoughts today.
Oh, you're welcome. People just need to put one foot in front of the other every day and make some progress one way or the other, and it will come together, and it will be so worthwhile when it does.